ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Returnable from the 1. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
The Jaguars take over first down 10 at their own 34-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 37. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Allen on 3rd down. Ooh, and almost an opening drop pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
On 4th down, Allen. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Running it with David Montgomery. Has a lane inside the 25. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
12. 180. Thomas. 12. That.
Burrow now on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT. They can't.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
1-1, ready?
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
11. Let's get set. Down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. This one's caught. That short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
180. 11.
Again, it's Burrow. complete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
Incomplete.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
319! Half 85, half 85. Go!
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. Works it past the 20. Through the 40. Tony Pollard finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take the lead on the first play of the drive. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12. Big search.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. Jets pick it up. And Jacksonville makes a house call. Touchdown. The Jaguars take a 13-0 lead. Step one is just making... They hit Brock. Step two, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step three, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the run. 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 Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
It's a short one. And right away, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
So now they'll try the end around. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. They find some open field here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense and is built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
put a drive together.
Let's get set. Right.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
But when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Burrow will throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's complete. He finds Jayden Reed. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Niners have 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play call, and you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11. Back.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up.
On one, ready?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Right in. 11, mighty. 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
White will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has short the baseball games. That means we'll be out here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second and a couple. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Allen. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham. To give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now Allen again. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Pollard is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. Touchdown! David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A short throw there to Strange. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Get set. 180. 180.
Here's Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Dances by him. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They went with a nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
That's dumped off to Pollard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Allen. Well, he is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. And again, it's Allen. He finds his man, Pollard. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tony Pollard from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On one, ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now it's Burrow. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Second and 10.
11, Mike. Here we go. Back.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's got a man. Complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gun.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This one swung out to Montgomery. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 180. Back.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. So a bit of traffic there, and that's complete. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the land quick.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
At the 21-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Dot. 12. Dot.
Running left, Montgomery. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Darius Slayton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are back within a score. McPherson on for the point after. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's Allen. Got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 3. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Pollard will take it up the gut. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air, Allen. That's to the tight end, Held. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On for the extra point is Folk. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here we go.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's good. Ford, First and
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Cut. Cut.
Burrow will throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Right, Eddie.
Now Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown 49ers. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's a short one here. Look to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Allen off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 6. Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he works free. He's into space past the 25. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun again to Spears. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Man, he hits him in stride. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen now on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jags are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
11.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Burrow looking to pass. A short throw there to Strange. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stop.
He'll drop to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Stop.
They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. Here now, 3rd down.
What's this say? Big 11 Thomas. 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Here we go.
Now to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 12, 12, 12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing, Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A.J. Brown, 40 yards. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go.
The Niners will line up for the 2-point conversion.
11, Thomas. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty.
To throw, Burrow. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
49ers, 34.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 180. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. Connects with Slayton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Here we go, here we go. 11, hot. Right, 11 MT, 11 MT. Hot.
Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
You got the big lead defensively. You want to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
11, 11, 11.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's a one. Yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, Parker, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 180.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
1-1, ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gun.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this over.